Florida's new law on AI claim denials explained. Last time, we opened the file on why water damage gets denied more than any other claim. This time, we open a different kind of file. A new law that just changed who, or what, is allowed to deny your claim in the first place. This is claim denied. Case file number 006, the AI denial law, what actually changed, and what it means for your next claim. Most people assume claims get reviewed by a person, start to finish. Someone reading the details, weighing the evidence, making a judgment call. Increasingly, that first pass isn't a person at all. Software flags, sorts, and in some cases recommends denial before anyone with a license ever looks at the file. For a while, in some places, that software's recommendation was close to the final word. Florida recently passed a law addressing exactly this. Under the new rule, an insurer can no longer make artificial intelligence the sole basis for denying a claim. A licensed human adjuster has to actually review the decision before it's final. It doesn't ban insurers from using AI tools at all. Software can still help sort, flag, and speed up the process. What it changes is the ending. A person with a license and accountability has to sign off before a denial actually goes out. Laws like this don't appear out of nowhere. They follow years of reporting and complaints about claims being denied in bulk, at high speed, with very little individual review. The kind of volume that's only possible when software is making the calls. A law requiring human review doesn't fix every problem in the claims process, but it puts a person's name and license behind the final decision, which changes the incentive to get it right. If your claim gets denied in a state with a law like this, you now have a specific, useful question to ask. Which licensed adjuster reviewed and approved this denial? And can you get their name and license number in writing? A vague or evasive answer to that question is worth noting. A denial that can't point to an accountable person behind it may not have actually gotten the human review the law requires. Florida isn't the only state paying attention to this. Similar proposals are moving through other state legislatures as AI tools become more common across the insurance industry generally. Even if your state doesn't have a law like this yet, the underlying question is the same everywhere. Was an actual person accountable for the decision that just affected your home? Take a composite case like this one. A homeowner's claim came back denied within hours of filing, far faster than the inspection alone should have taken. When they requested the claim file, the documentation showed an automated risk score as the primary reasoning, with no adjuster name attached to the final decision. Citing the new review requirement, they formally requested a human review. The claim was reopened, reassigned to a licensed adjuster, and ultimately approved. The underlying damage hadn't changed. What changed was that someone was finally required to actually look. Two things worth doing today. 1. Check whether your state has a law like this. It takes one search, and it's good to know before you ever need it. 2. If you're ever denied, request the claim file specifically looking for whether a licensed adjuster's name is attached to the final decision, not just a case number or a score. None of this means AI in insurance is automatically bad. Used well, it can speed up legitimate claims and catch real fraud faster than a person alone could. The concern was never the tool. It was decisions with real consequences being made with no accountable person behind them. This law is one attempt to put that accountability back in the room. AI can still be part of your claims review. It just can't be the whole story anymore, at least not here. A licensed person has to sign off. If you're ever denied, ask for that name. It's a small question with real weight behind it now. Next time on Claim Denied, the real story behind why insurers are leaving entire states, and what it actually means if your own policy gets non-renewed with a perfectly clean claims history. If this is the first you're hearing about this law, you're exactly who this channel is for. Subscribe. Every week, we open a new file on the house you're already living in.